Hey guys, ignore the thumbnail. Lego Batman 4 was just announced at Gamescom. I mean, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. And it looks awesome. I cannot wait for it to come out next year, as with probably most of the people watching this video, Lego Batman was my childhood. The first Lego Batman was one of the first video games I ever played, along with the complete saga and, the Indiana Jones games. Me and my brother would play for hours and hours, and it was just our favorite game. Sadly, since I was the younger brother, I always had to be Robin or whatever less cool character was the second player. Then we played the second game, which of course is the best game in the franchise in my opinion. The story is peak, the open world is peak, the soundtrack is peak, everything about it is just next level. Lego Batman 3 came and I mean, it was pretty good. A lot of people hate on it really hard, but I still really enjoyed playing it, so, you know. Then in 2018, the DC Supervillains game came out, and I honestly never played that. I was well into middle school when it came out, and middle school me, you could not catch him playing a Lego video game. I did play it like once a few years ago at a friend's house, if that means anything. But now, 7 years later, a new Lego DC game has been announced. And you know, as a Lego Batman lover, I wanted to give a few of my thoughts and opinions on it. Let's just get right into it. Also, this is the only Batman related shirt I had, so whatever. First things first, this game isn't going to be connected to the first 3 games in DC Supervillains. It seems like they're doing their own thing, weaving all the different movie storylines together somehow. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they weave all these stories together and what they choose to include and what they choose to change. So far, I'm pretty sure we have the Batman, the Keaton movies, and the Nolan movies. I think that's all that's been 100% confirmed in the trailers. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. However, there are details that point to the other Batmen. There are images of the Two-Face and Mr. Freeze goons from the Schumacher films, so we'll probably see some Kilmer and Clooney. As of now, the only hints towards Ben Affleck is that there's a Batmobile that looks like it could be his. However, I highly doubt Snyder Batman will get a lot of representation since he never had a solo movie. But overall, I love the representation we're seeing of all these films. I mean, I would have liked to get a traditional Lego Batman 4, but this seems like it's going to be great, so I'm okay with it. Next thing we have to talk about is the gameplay. I mean, this literally looks like a Lego Arkham game. It's crazy. The combat looks top notch, and everyone that's played it says they love it, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I actually never finished the Arkham games. I beat Asylum, and I was playing City, but then it made me super depressed, so I just quit. Someday I'll quit being a baby and go back and finish it, but I don't know when that'll happen. A cool thing is that this is the first Lego game with difficulty levels, those being Classic, Cape Crusader, and Dark Knight difficulty. Personally, I love this solely for the fact that it makes me feel less bad about playing a kid's game when I'm going to be in my 20s when the game comes out. The only possible negative I see in the gameplay is the roster. There are only 7 playable characters. For most past Lego games in general, a big focus is the roster. It feels like every game they're expanding how much people they can put in the roster more and more. And you know, I'm a little bit disappointed. I kind of wanted to play as some of my favorite DC characters that aren't those that are listed. However, for this, I'm just going to say let them cook. The obvious reason for the lack of characters is the emphasis they're putting on the combat system. Each one is supposed to be unique and in-depth. From the gameplay demos, we've only seen Batman and Gordon, and they seem pretty awesome. As long as all the other characters have unique in-depth combat styles, I think the game's going to be great. Overall, it all just seems like it's going to be so fun, and again, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Now, we gotta talk cosmetics. This is like usually my favorite thing in video games. In the game, there are unlockable suits and vehicles for each character. And for the suits, I just gotta say I love what we have so far. My favorite has to be the Golden Age suit, since that's like actually my favorite Lego minifigure I have. But besides what we already know, I want to talk about suits that I want to see. First of all, every suit from the past games. I need Batman's main suit for 1, 2, 3, and DC Supervillains. That's just not debatable. But along with that, every ability suit and like alternate suit. That includes like power suit, glide suit, thermal suit, just all that type of stuff, but also like different alternate ones like the Green Lantern suit and the Yellow Lantern suit, and definitely Batman Beyond. If they don't have these, That would just be stupid. I mean, they've had them in past games, there's no reason not to port them over. Another thing, you gotta have the suit from the best Batman movie of all time, the Lego Batman movie. I mean, it really is just like a classic black Keaton inspired suit, but like, still needed in the game. Aside from those, I also need the suit from the best Batman animated series ever, The Batman. I grew up on that show, so I have so much nostalgia for it. I mean, we already have the Brave and the Bold suit, so why not throw this one in too? Also, in that show, the Anti-Freeze suit, that's like one of my favorite suits of all time, maybe besides the Golden Age suit, so please include that, please. I mean, I guess they could also put in the Batman the Animated Series suit, but whatever. Also, this game is obviously taking heavy inspiration from the Arkham games, so I feel like it would be wrong to not include Batman's main bat suits from those games. Besides those, I don't really have any specific requests, except maybe the Batsuit from Batman vs Superman and probably Nightmare Batman. Actually, throw Immortal Legend Batman in there. I know like nothing about the series, but he looks sick, so why not? Oh shoot, and I completely forgot Absolute Batman. I think he would be great as a Big Fig, but highly doubt that would happen. Aside from Batsuits, I think it would just be really fun to play as, you know, Bruce Wayne, like in a tuxedo or something. Maybe a normal tuxedo, maybe the white tuxedo from the Lego Batman movie. Okay, but on to other characters. So Jim Gordon, I mean, I don't really care about alternate suits, to be honest. When I play, I'm probably just gonna keep him in the default suit, because I mean, he's Commissioner Gordon, or Detective Gordon, whatever he is at the current time. I don't really care to have him in anything else. But Robin, it kind of depends on which Robin. We know Dick is gonna be in the game because Nightwing is a playable character, but I have no clue if other Robins are. I might just be behind on information though. But even if only one Robin is playable, I think that they should just include all of the main Robin's main bat suits in the game. Not bat suits, Robin suits? Costumes, whatever you want to call them. Along with that, I would like to see Red Robin with like the cowl and everything. I've always liked that suit. Also, if Damian is playable, I'd love to see him in like a League of Assassins type ninja suit. You know what I'm talking about. And for Nightwing, they have to have that suit with the giant spiky hair that he has in the first game. Since that style, his aura has just dropped straight down into a ditch. That suit is a 100% necessity for me. Other styles I'd like to see are probably the OG style, you know, and probably a version with the red bird symbol. I don't know what you call the thing on his chest. But more, I'd like to see Earth 2 Nightwing's first suit with like the cape and everything. I think that one's pretty interesting. And my last request for him would be the Teen Titans Nightwing, because I don't know, it's a little bit unique, and it's one of my favorite Nightwing designs. And then Batgirl, I mean, I don't really care, honestly. Most of her suits are pretty decent. I don't hate any of them. But I do have to say, if Cassandra, whatever, isn't in the game, I would like to see her suit in the game in some form, because that's just like the coolest Batgirl suit. You can't really beat that one. And Catwoman is the same story. I don't have any preference, although the Lego Batman movie design is probably my favorite. And lastly, Talia. I don't really know anything about Talia. I mean, I do, but like not about any of her suits really. The only thing I ask is that her main design isn't inspired by the Nolan movies. Why is she white? Please. That would be horrible. Now, other characters I want to see. Obviously, these other characters, they're not going to be playable, but I'd like to see them somewhere, probably not in the story, but like in the open world or some sort of interaction, some sort of side quest. I don't know. First and most important to me, Killer Moth. This guy is one of the few villains in the OG game. It would be so stupid to not include him in some form. He doesn't need to be part of the story, just open world or something. I don't care. Please. It's crazy that they did not include the GOAT in DC super villains. Like, I know he's a joke, but like, you could fit him somewhere in that huge roster. I mean, if you have Arrow vs. Vibe, I feel like you can fit Killer Moth. Next, I mean, just a few small suggestions like Killer Croc, Jason Todd Red Hood, and Clayface, but specifically that really bad minifigure version that's in like Batman 1 and 2. I'm assuming those are just going to be in the game. The Red Hood especially, since they have the Joker Red Hood backstory in the game, so I feel like it'll come in at some point. And Clayface, I don't think he was in Lego Batman 3. I could be wrong about that. But he was in DC Supervillains, so that's good. Other than that, I don't have anything else on my mind right now. Let me know what y'all think about my opinions and what you want to see in the game. Maybe things I left out would be great. Like and subscribe, and also make sure to use my StarForge Systems affiliate link. It's a new one. Go check it out in the description. StarForge System has some great PCs, so go click that link. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.